So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers.
Oh, there we go! They caught! This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Wonky! Down to the inside, and Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'm never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. We've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
Welcome to Talladega. We move on from an emotional race last week at Pocono, and we move on to a very exciting one this week. We are here with the Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series, the Alabama Slammah. 100. We have a humongous amount of trucks ready to take part here tonight. Just the same as what we had at Las Vegas. Only difference is there's going to be a lot more speed and a lot more excitement in this one. Speed and strategy, the name of the game here tonight. Qualifying is underway here. And we're going to go straight into that right now. As, I'm trying to figure things out. No. As, I'm going to go for a quick commercial break. I'll be right back.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers.
Oh, there we go! They caught! This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Frankie! Down to the inside of Hoosie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. I want to leap over buildings.
Join us back here at Talladega. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. We had to go away for a break because ATVO is a dick. Anyway, let's go to our grid for tonight's race. And no, we're not, because the grid is messed up. Already I'm stressed. Looks like Tanner Costa is starting up on the pole here. There he is, the man in the 97. I can only apologise, we did miss qualifying. And looks like the grid is going to be messed up as well. Let's try it again. No, it's not going to show it. Lovely. Yeah. Kind of costy a man on the pole right now. Going to be joined by somebody when Trading Paints decides to work. Kevin Pasky back there on the second row, and away we go. Is that on the second row? So we're going to get the race going in a second, ladies and gentlemen. More technical difficulties going on. We'll be right back. As I will go to the title in a second. I will go to the race in a second. I will call it for you as it happens. Panacosti, a man on pole. There we go, we got it back. Nope, that was not going to work at all. There we go, we got it finally. Still trying to paint this being a dick. Come on! And we're on the way here at Talladega, Talacosta. Kind of going here. I apologise for the two white trucks at the start there, but that is Devin Doss working to the outside. There we go, it finally works. Ronnie Osborne going to stay with him. Got things working here on the broadcast. We do apologise for everything that's happened, but exciting racing going on right now as we're already underway here at Talladega. We're starting lap 2 of 100. Devin Doss, your man out in front right now. Back to Byron Rodney there, sitting on the inside, just to the inside of Brandon Stokes in front of the new paint scheme here tonight. Just behind Brandon Stokes is Michael Whitaker, currently sitting 10th in point standing, so he'll be looking for a good result tonight, maybe get that first win of the season. Mark Arthur in the 12 there. Alan Jocelyn there, back in P11, right behind Lonnie Barrington. Carl Gilbert seems to be falling back slightly. Everybody clean and green so far. 31 trucks took the start here. Kenneth Robbins is the last man running. I apologise if the stream was a bit chippy right now. You can see everybody down there. Chris Bouchard, the man on the apron right now, just dropping back a bit. Behind the Lego machine of Jordan Barry. Some new paint schemes being shown up here tonight. You see the 25 of John Jenkins there. A bit further back than he wants to be. Then again, on these kind of races, you want to be hanging back and just staying out of trouble. Robert Dudley there in P18, just ahead of Johnny Antonucci. A lot of new paint schemes here tonight. Tanner Costa moving his way back to the front with Kevin Pasky right behind him. Devin Doss falling behind a bit. That outside line not working to its full potential, or is it? Because here it comes again. They're 2x2. We're on lap 4 of 100 here. I believe the first stage is going to be coming to an end on lap 25. They're coming down to complete lap 4 and move on to lap 5. Who's going to get that one? Give that one to Tanner Costa. Oh, Devin Doss is going to get that one. Bob Macavara, the brand new Pasky's Grand National Series champion. He's there in P5 on that inside line. On the outside line, I do apologise. He's got his teammate Michael Whitaker right behind him, so he's got some help there. I do apologise, this is very loud. We've had this problem before with this many trucks on track. As Hugh Baker's pointed out in the live chat, the top 10 points are Ronnie Arthur, Jeffrey Meyer, Brandon Stokes, Matthew Kleinschmidt, Chris Bouchard, Dylan Moskowitz, Tanner Costa, Kevin Paskowitz, John Jenkins and Michael Whitaker. That is your top 10 going into tonight's race. Let's see if it gets shaken up a bit before we go to the next race, which I forget is I can't remember where we are. We're just looking at Lonnie Barrington right now, just on that bottom line ahead of Joe Morganti, who has got his teammate John Napier right behind him, and behind John Napier is Robert Dudley. To the outside there is Sean Weaver. While everybody's all bunched up like they are, we're going to go away for a second and quickly just crank it up for a few laps. Back in just a second. So on lap 10 now, they're just crossing the line. Costa's still leading this thing, you see by the top 10 graphic on your screen. Let's take that down for a bit. No. So Costa, the man out in front, Kevin Pasky up to second place now. Mark Arthur's right there as well. He's got his nose in second place. We've got some packs. We've got some different packs brewing here. There's one big pack at the front here. Then we go back to Sean Weaver, not Sean Weaver. I think that's Chad Witt, the last person in that long pack. There he is. Well, it looks like Matt Burkhart, the man there you're seeing in the blue number 44, just ahead of Chris Richard. There is a gap forming between those guys, as that's Dylan Moskowitz right in front of him. And Dylan Moskowitz has requested an interview during the race, so Dylan, first caution we come to, I'm coming for you. As it looks like that pack have caught onto the back of the main pack now. They're all there together now. Nate Siefka, after Jeffrey Meyer leading a pack of his own. He's got Matt Kleinschmidt, Kenneth Robbins, Nate Siefka, Tyler Vickery and Wayne Carroll behind him. There's Wayne Carroll, the last driver running. Looks like Johnny Antonucci just staying out of the way there. He's on the back of Chad Witt right now. John Jenkins right there in front of Chris Bichard. Not having the cleanest of runs here tonight. He's down in P22. Whereas Tanner Costa and Kevin Pasky at the front just duking it out. Bronner's here. Tanner Costa still got the nose out in front. Mark Arthur got to get a nose out in front of Pasky as well. Look at Byron Rodney there. He's moved his way up further up the field. He's just ahead of Brandon Stokes. Now everybody's just happy to run where they are right now. There was a 3-wide situation going on before that. Roddy Osborne just sticking the nose out to the high side there, just getting a bit of air on his truck. See the far out shot there, that is one hell of a shot there. That is what 31 trucks look like when they're coming down the backstretch from a distance. We're just focusing on Ronnie Osborne there, the 83 of Adam Jocelyn just there behind Bob Lacavara, and ahead of his usual Major League Esports running mate Kyle Gilbert. Everybody seems to be running clean. One in the pink right now. Cameron Harrison, the number 12, just running by him, running his own line just below the yellow line there. Everybody getting shuffled out there for some reason. Definitely one being shuffled out there. He's falling backwards a bit. Gonna have Johnny Antonucci come to the back a bit. Everybody's getting scattered now. Matt Burkhart there. leading the scatter there in that second pack. We see a gap forming between him and James McDavid. Adam Baker in the chat there. Adam, good to see you in the chat, buddy. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the Glen on Thursday. Going to be a fantastic race, as always with Somo. And make sure you tune into that one. That is going to be one hell of a barn burner. As Adam Baker looks to get the win around the New York circuit, the famous Watkins Glen circuit, as Mark Arthur just comes up the lane there, almost gets it to the side of Ronnie Osmer. And we are running a new overlay here tonight, provided by Mr. Paul Zota and PZ Overlays, but guidance was given to him by Mr. Jason Allison. Just want to give a shout out to that man. Gave him a little tutorial of how to do the fluid graphics that we do have here tonight. I want to just show an example of that while we're focused on Mark Arthur, just giving Tanner Costa a bit of a bump there. Let's go to drive along. There you go, just pops up there. And down again. And new car. There you go. For some reason the boost part doesn't want to show up, so who knows, who knows, who knows. Oh, bit of a voice break there, I do apologise. Yep, so if you want an overlay like the one you see on your screen tonight, then go to PZ Overlays. That man is a genius when it comes to doing overlays, and we're definitely seeing a great one here tonight. And thanks for the compliment then, Adam Baker. I believe you had a bit of an influence behind the current layout of overlays that PZ Overlays supplies, so you're not going to get missed out there. You do get a shout out as well, Mr. Baker, so good on you for giving Mr. Zota the ideas that he has for these overlays. Just looking there at Adam Jocelyn, still working to the outside of Brandon Stokes. Stokes and Jocelyn both giving Lacavara and Byron Rodney bumps respectively as they go down the backstretch. Mike Whitaker moved his way up to P4 now, as it seems. He's just got his nose out in front of Ronnie Osmer. The outside line seems to be faltering slightly as they go through turn 4. Bit of a breakaway falling behind Chad Wick. Chris Bouchard has fallen back slightly. One man that has fallen back a lot though is Mr. Devon Doss. He's fallen back all the way back to P16. He started second, remember, led a couple of laps, but has not been able to get back into the front. Stay up the front. He's actually fallen back. He's in between the two Strange Nuts trucks of Joe Morganti and John Napier. Getting a bit squirrely there on that outside line as Kevin Paskowitz to the point there. Just saw it down the infield on the bottom of your screen. Getting the run out in front. And now we've got two phenomenal Evolution drivers out in front. We've got Ronnie Osmond to the outside, Kevin Paskowitz to the inside. Who's going to get that bonus point for leading lap? Looks like the advantage is going to Ronnie Osmond as they come towards the line here. Yeah, give that one to Osmer. Osmer, your leader right now. Brandon Stokes is up to third, possibly second now. pushing the living daylights is Bob Lacavara. Not sure what's going on there. He got trapped on that third lane. Almost came down into traffic. There's problems here for Bob Lacavara. He's going in freight train now. He's lost a lot of speed there. There goes Mokanti to the outside. They were 3 wide for a second there. Lacavara in trouble here. Question is, can everybody get around him safely? Devin Doss almost getting into the wall there to avoid him. Tyrone Harris on the back of Kyle Gilbert as they come out of turn 2. Gilbert moving down to the inside line there. And he's just in front of Joe Morganti. Right behind Lonnie Barrington. It's like everybody's dropping to the... Everybody's just jostling for positions right now. To answer your question, Adam Baker, the laps are 25. The stage 2 ends on lap 50 and the race ends on lap 100. So, yeah, I believe that's what the stages are. I didn't ask, so, yeah, that. We're still focusing on Kyle Gilbert there. He's got Joe Morganti right on his rear fender. A bit further up, we're going to take a look at Byron Rodney there. Still holding on to that bottom line, sitting in P6 right now. Oh, Gilbert's going pit side. Gilbert, problems for Gilbert. I think he got shuffled out. Let's go back and see what happened there. Coming out of turn 4. Ooh, not sure what happened there. Did he get slowed down for the line though? He tried. I think he might have a penalty there. And he does. He's sitting in pit road for a long, long time now, but back at the front, Kevin Paskowicz and Ronnie Osmer still control the field here. Welcome to the chat, Damon Martinez. Yeah, they do. The admin that's in the race, whether it be Kevin Paskowicz, Ronnie Osman, Byron Rodney or John Napier, they throw the stages. I'm not sure if Ronnie Osman has an admin, I'm not sure, but definitely Kevin Paskowicz, Byron Rodney or John Napier, they do. So now this is interesting. Ronnie Osman had a car length out in front, didn't decide to drop down. Still going to stay on that outside line, try and get a run out in front again of Kevin Paskowicz, who's just got a nudge off Tanner Costa there. Into turn 3 they go. And we're coming to the end of the stage. You can tell this because you see Brandon Stokes taking a look on that third lane there. And we're going to see who's going to win the first stage here. Is it the end of this lap or the end of the next lap? I think it's the end of the next lap. We see one driver taking a look to the outside. That's Adam Jocelyn, I believe. We've got one more lap to go here before the end of stage 1. Who is going to get that stage win? Got people flirting with that outside line. Looks like Brandon Stokes is going to try and flirt with it. No, he doesn't go with it. So into turn 3 to end stage 1. Tanner Costa gets a bump off Mark Arthur. Tanner Costa tries to save it. He does. Great save there by the 97. We come out of turn 4 now. Who's going to get the stage win here? Down towards the line. It's a long run between turn 4 and the line. Ronnie Osman going up to the third line to defend. Goes to the bottom line. And Ronnie Osman going to come to the line here. And Ronnie Osman gets stage 1. Great race to the end there. Or was it Brandon Stokes? Let's go back and see. Because that was a close finish. It was Brandon Stokes that took the stage win. The Brandon Stokes winning stage 1. Ronnie Osmer just pipped to the post. Brandon Stokes taking stage 1. And for some reason the words aren't showing up. Great. Yay. Let's go to the top 5 actually. Oh my god. It's gone nuts. Let's take this down. To the top 5 after stage 1. Look to the top right there, Mr. Baker. There is a yellow light at the top right. That shows when we're green or when we're yellow. So they've just caught up to the pace car now. We're going to step away for just 2 seconds to take a bit of a break, but we'll be back with more racing action and we'll bring you stage 2 as well, so stay tuned.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers. Oh, there we go! They caught!
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Frankie! Down to the inside, and Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up, I'm never go back down. Hand over my heart, I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop.
And we return here live from Talladega Super Speedway. As my overlay just took a dump again for some unknown reason. Can't love it when it does that, right? Let's just give it a couple of minutes. Still waiting. Why did that not load? Strange one. back in just a second.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. Oh, oh. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers. There we go! They cut!
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Wonky! Down to the inside of Hoosie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown.
And you rejoin us live here from Talladega. Sorry, more technical difficulties here. I promise I will get them fixed for next time. It's a pain in the backside right now. Looking at Byron Rodney there, sitting in P9. Brandon Stokes is your man. In the lead right now though, as Trading Paints is just updated again, so I do apologise. It's an iRacing problem, I've got to fix it. And it's really getting on my nerves right now, so yeah, one of those. Anyway, I'm expect a few jitters while they're loading back in the paints. I can only apologise. Ridiculous at this point. So only one caution here. That's the competition caution we've had for the end of stage 1. Look for lap 50. When stage 2 will come to an end. Currently Brandon Stokes is the man out in front. We've got Mike Whitaker up to second place now. So a few positions shaking around here. The man that finished second, Ronnie Osmer, all the way back down to P26. He's right there behind Dylan Moskowitz. So, not sure what happened to him. He's fallen way back to the field. Well, Carl Gilbert got the penalty on the last caution, so we know what happened to him. Matt Burkhardt, all the way back down in P29. He's just fallen to the back to stay out of trouble. Same for Bob Lacavara. He's all the way back there too. Right at the front, Mike Whitaker has got a nose out in front. He's being pushed by Kevin Pasky, which is probably one of the only drivers that's actually managed to stay at the front after the caution. Adam Jocelyn right there pushing Brandon Stokes. As again, we're going to go crank it up one more time. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Tony, how's your night going?
Just flew in from Pocono and wore my arm stuck.
Turn the volume up here because it's very loud this race. E-Auto Series, was that a thing tonight or?
That was tonight. Hell of a finish. They actually finished under green. They went into overtime. And, that was a heck of a finish. Crappy broadcast, because my computer's starting to take a poo.
But anyway, we're here for this race, and this is the Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series. Having a few technical issues tonight with the new overlay and such, but we are still watching it. Only one caution here tonight so far, Tony. That was the competition caution. So everybody keeping clean so far on this super speedway. Everything seems to be going well for everybody so far tonight, but it's a long race. Anything could happen at this point.
It's still a long race, and Talladega and Daytona are both a wild card races where just about anybody can pull off the victory.
Absolutely. Going to go look back at Nate Siefka now. He is a man that stayed at the back of the first stage, but started moving his way forward in this second stage. We're on lap 38 of 100 now. Now he feels that now is the time to move forward. He's going to make a 3 wide going down the backstretch there between the two Strange Nuts trucks. Wow, I nearly lost my breath there. Between the two Strange Nuts machines. Going to get the pass on Joe Morganti. He's on that outside line. working well, but he's not going to get the pass completed over John Napier at this point.
No, he's not, but it's going to be a strong run with as many strong trucks that are around him. You know, it's kind of just hold your line right now and wait to see how it plays out.
Absolutely, and I apologise for all the white trucks around there because of how many trucks are in the session.
Well, Trading Paints updated the programming today.
Yeah. So, excuse my language, but Trading Paints are being a dick today.
True story.
Adam Jocelyn moving his way to the front there, being pushed by Mike Whitaker. That's going to displace Brandon Stokes, but look at the outside line. That is the one of Tyrone Harris making a run for. We've got 3 lines developing here. That's going to spell bad news if they keep it up there. They need to find a gap down to that second lane. As Gilbert's around, Morganti's in it, John Jenkins is in it, Nate Siefka, we just spoke to him. He's spoke about him, he's out of. Oh wow. Big wreck here.
A lot of good trucks involved in that one.
Byron Rodney's in it. Kyle Gilbert was the catalyst of it. Let's go and see what happened to him. Sitting there on the high side, and I did say it was going to be bad news if they choose to use an outside line. The high line also always very dangerous if you try and use it around Talladega. Kyle Gilbert trying to come back up, but Nate Siefka was already there. Didn't listen to his spotter. Morganti in it. Dudley is in it. Kenneth Robbins, I believe, was in it too. John Jenkins in it. Matt Kleinschmidt in it. Jeffrey Meyer was in it. A lot of good trucks in that one.
I'm going to put that one on Kyle Gilbert, as he just went up into Siefka.
Just didn't listen to his spotter.
And unfortunately just took out a ton of good trucks. Morganti involved, Napier involved, Bouchard caught a piece of it, John Jenkins caught a piece of it, Kleinschmidt, Mayer. Just a lot of good trucks having to burn a fast repair this early.
Absolutely. So, our first legitimate caution of the night. And, yeah. Always going to cause the big one here as, yeah, like I said, a lot of trucks taken out in that one. Gilbert just not making the best decision there and just turning in on Nate Siefka.
Yeah, and there was a mile of daylight between him and the truck below him too. So just a really just you hate to see it happen, but you know it's bound to happen here at a track.
Absolutely. We've got a few trucks taking it pit side. Adam Jocelyn was the leader. He's actually just been down pit side. He won the race off pit road, so no surprise there. But we've got Brandon Stokes, Michael Whitaker, Devin Doss, Mark Arthur, Kevin Pasquich, Ronnie Oswald, Jordan Barry, John Napier, Wayne Carroll Jr. and Matt Burkhart all staying out. Tyres not a factor here, but they're going to need to pit for fuel eventually. See Mike Whitaker there, sitting 10th in points right now. Would love to get a really good finish here tonight, especially at a track like this to boost his chances of getting into the chase. Well, I believe he was one of the last 4 in the chase in season 1, so would love to be back up there again this season. And he was also one of the final 4 in the Xfinity Cup chase as well. So I don't know how he does it, but Mike Whitaker always finds himself in a championship winning position, whatever series he runs in.
Because he doesn't put the truck in jeopardy. You know, he's one of those calculating drivers that any team owner would be proud to have Mike Whitaker as their driver, only because you know the truck, unless he gets caught up in someone else's dumpster fire and has absolutely no chance to react, Mike Whitaker's going to bring that truck back in one piece.
Yeah. With that, we're going to go to our first interview of the night, and he's requested it, so I'm going to do it anyway. And that is going to be going to Mr. Dylan Moskowitz. We're going to go and drag him down and get an interview with him right now. Let me see if I can find him. Where is he? There earlier.
Top side.
Oh, there he is. And joining me in the booth now is Mr. Dylan Moskowitz. Dylan, you got a copy, sir?
Hey, Sam. Can't believe you're doing it. What's up?
You requested this interview, so you're getting it now.
Hell yeah, I did. What's up?
How's it going for you out there? Managed to get around the big one just now. Was that a bit of a scary moment, seeing all that happening in front of you?
Yeah, I normally dive low. I got to ride the wild side wall and come to a near stop. So, but no, it's fine. Everybody's been running really well to make it about 40 laps green. And I don't think any of us expected that. I'm playing it safe in the back, and I would expect more carnage for y'all watching. So,
well, there's not been enough carnage. I mean, this is the first legitimate caution we've seen tonight. So everybody racing clean out there so far tonight. We're not even halfway yet, so anything could happen at this point. But you started 24th, you're currently 24th. What are your plans going forward, and what do you think you got for these guys?
I took a waiver out. I started even further. The plan is to stay here. I don't really like being way too far where you lose the pack, but I don't really want to be too far up either. I don't know. I'm just going to let them wreck some more and see how it goes.
You know, you wouldn't have that problem if you had In-N-Out Burger on the truck.
Yeah, well, if you ever come to Texas, Whataburger is home of the Hattie Melt, which is pretty delicious. So get that.
Yeah, well, Five Guys beats both of you, but anyway.
I bet you say that.
We'll agree to disagree. I prefer Zed myself.
Hope everyone's enjoying the broadcast. I know Tony and Sam do a great job, so hope everyone's having a good time. You'll see some more carnage soon.
Absolutely. Well, Dylan, good luck for the rest of the race, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you in the post-race interview.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but good luck, guys. Have a good race.
So, Dylan Moskowitz, trying to stay out of trouble at this point here, Tony.
Probably the best plan of action I've heard a driver mention ever. You know, like you said, we're not at the popsicle sticks yet, so or we're not even at the cross flags yet. So definitely a lot of racing left to do. Definitely a lot of, you know, give to be had. You know, it's not go time yet, so he's got probably the best game plan I've heard of all night.
Absolutely. They're just going 2 by 2. The lights are off on the pace car. Brandon Stokes going to bring them back to the green. So Mike Whitaker alongside him. Mark Arthur behind him, and Devin Doss up to the second row. Started second in tonight's race and fell backwards very quickly in the first stage. Doesn't want to see that happen again tonight. The man in the 95, the rookie, having a very impressive first season here, Tony.
Unfortunately, this is my first Pasky's truck race this season.
Since Daytona.
And you know, it's interesting to see how these things are playing out. You know, for some reason, I somehow always get suckered into the plate tracks.
Yeah, they're always fun though. I mean, the racing is fast, the wrecks are spectacular as we've just seen. So,
yeah, but they're not spectacular if you're a mechanic and know what it takes to have to rebuild one of those vehicles.
Yeah, and as a mechanic, you should know that.
Sorry.
But Tony, soon as you're here, we're about to go green again, so why don't you get us going this time?
Stokes and Whitaker are going to bring them back to green flag as they work their way through the 3-4 complex. Pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn onto pit road, at which point it's going to be in Stokes' hands. Taking the outside line here. Coming out of turn number 4, here we go. Grandpa, Papa Viagra, it's time to get it on.
Long wait towards the line yet. You should know this by now.
Ah, crap. So Stokes holding him down a little bit, still holding him down. This is probably the longest I've ever seen somebody hold him down. Probably the best course of action to take. Not wanting to get too far out in front when he gets freight trained on the back straightaway. Whitaker getting a great shove from Devin Doss. Stokes has Mark Arthur all over his tailgate.
Yeah, Ronnie Osmer right there as well as they made their way through turns 1 and 2. Kevin Paskowicz, straight off the restart, decided to jump to the high line to join his teammate, but does not have the speed to keep up with the 55 as they're... Looks like the top 5 is starting to get away from the 7 right now.
Well, Paskowicz has some daylight. He's going to be able to reel Osmer back in. Look for the two of them to work together quite well. And you got John Napier up there as well. Good to see that he made it through that melee. As he's... Who does he have behind him? Jordan Berry.
Yeah, Jordan Barry running the Lego car. Matt Burkhart to his outside in the 44. So, Mark of Hungry Dog's right behind John Napier right now.
As Osmer makes it 3 wide.
But this is going to get interesting already. Brandon Stokes falling backwards, not wanting to have any part of that melee right there. He's going to fall backwards. He's right in the middle. He's going to get 3 wide there. And they're going to be 3 wide as well on him, behind him, as there comes Tyrone Harris to his outside. Oh, and they're in it!
Goes.
The 3 wide was always going to happen. Nate Siefke's in it again.
Good grief.
Let's go back and see what happened there. And Burkhart just came down on him.
Yeah. Burkhart, unfortunately, a little bit of... Byron Rodney involved in it, too.
Yeah, just looking back at Jordan Barry, he got a huge hit after that incident happened between him. He got collected with Burkhart, then went up into the wall, and then somebody hit him really hard. That was Johnny Antonucci hit him. Wow. Byron Rodney hitting him and Robert Dudley hitting him. Matt Kleinschmidt in as well, the 24 of...
I'm watching the 34 try to limp his way back to the pits. That truck is almost completely sideways.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that. I've seen cars crab before, but I've never seen them crab that badly.
That's like a monster truck with broken rear steer.
That's a broken Lego piece right there.
Well, if he's got the... And he's not going into the pits, what is he doing? And Sam, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to have to leave the broadcast only because I broke a tooth earlier today, and that thing is killing me right now.
Get yourself to the emergency dentist. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no, that would be my landlord. He doesn't open till 8 a.m.
Ah, okay. Well, go and take some Tylenol. You'll be fine. And
yeah.
We'll see.
I'll see you tomorrow, Sam.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Oh, you're going to come back for the... We have a bit of a meeting going on after the broadcast. You're going to join us for that?
Call me.
I'll get KP to call you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll speak to you later. So, Tony Trapasso just leaving us. Still watching Jordan Barry crabbing that thing around. I don't know how he's doing this. Well, it's Jordan Barry. He's such a funny guy. He's got it into pit road, but my God, what did he have to go through to get there? Chad Witt staying out. Everybody up to 15th, I believe, went into pit road. Adam Jocelyn. I've just seen something new on my ATVO. That's cool. Incident points on there now. That's cool. Anyway, Chad Witt and Adam Jocelyn staying out for this caution. We're on to caution number 3 here. We're going to step away for just a short break. We'll be back in just a moment. Hopefully no more technical issues. Please, iRacing, don't do this to me again.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers.
Oh, there we go! This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Frankie! Down to the inside of Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'm never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
And you rejoin us live here from Talladega. Chad Witt just ducked at pit side, so that leaves the control of the field over to Adam Jocelyn. Tyrone Harris currently sitting second there. Ronnie Osmer in third. Mark Arthur is sitting in fourth. And we might have a shootout before the end of the stage here. If the lights do not go out on the end of this caution, on the end of this lap, sorry, we might have a shootout for stage 2. So expect some more exciting racing here as the race goes on. We're into caution number 3 here. Incident involving Brandon Stokes and Matt Burkhart. Brandon Stokes is still out there after burning a fast repair. Byron Rodney's still in pit road. He's 2 laps down now. We're just waiting for that lap, the pace car, the lights to go off on the pace car. And the lights do go off on the, there. And the lights do go out on the pace car. So we're going to have a 1 lap shootout for the end of stage 2. Look for some more fireworks here. You see Yeet on the back of Devin Doss's car, truck. Interesting choice there, Mr. Doss. I will not ridicule you for that. Dead memes. Anyway, I just took a drink there. The 1 lap. Rule them all, as they say. Let's see if this works now. And before, there we go. Stage 1 went to Brandon Stokes. It finally showed up. My goodness. In the booth with you tonight is myself, Sam. The usual host for Paskies.
You got someone snuck into the booth behind you there.
Oh my God! It's a Byron Rodney. How are you, Byron?
It's a Byron. I am doing good. It's a Byron Rodney whose races over the 31 months of mandatory repairs.
Well, I'm happy to have you in the booth with me here tonight. Unlucky to see your race end like you did here, Byron. You're having such a good run. But anyway,
I had the truck to come from the back, but we're taking the green flag again here. That was the end of stage 2. We're good. We're good to go to the end.
Oh, so we've finished stage 1. Stage 2. Who won stage 2? Was that Jocelyn?
Whoever was out in front when that caution came up.
I'm going to say I think it's Adam Jocelyn as we're going green again. So stage 3 is underway. Adam Jocelyn is your man out in front though. He's got Ronnie Osmer right behind him of Phenomenal Evolution. Tyrone Harris falling back to third, but is under pressure from Kevin Pasky. A very, very laboured start by everybody this time round.
Yeah, the last starts we had on the green flag, everyone was just right on top of each other. They are strung out majorly here.
Yeah, Kevin Pasky just going to get a run on the outside there of his teammate Ronnie Osmer. He's got Mark Arthur pushing him all the way around the corner. And they're coming up on MAF traffic here, Byron. That's Matt Burkhart they're coming up on very fast.
Yeah, but Matt knows how to hold the line. Kevin can hold the line. You're going to see him get by pretty wide without a problem, even in the corner.
So out of turn 2 they come. Kevin Pasky is your leader here. A very strong run by Mr. Pasky tonight. But he's not going to have it all his own way. He's got a pack of angry dogs right behind him. He's got his teammate with him now. Got to give him a shove going into turn 3.
Yeah, it's no longer a pack racing. It's wolf pack racing now. That belabored and strung out restart is starting to form up with one big group of about, by estimation, 15 cars or trucks.
Absolutely. You saw Matt Burkhart sticking to that high line there as everybody went past him. You see him back there still on that high line, letting people by. So good on Mr. Burkhart, just getting out of everybody's way while they go around him. Matt Kleinschmidt is in a second pack there. He's the last driver on the lead lap. We've got 2 packs here at the moment, Byron.
Yeah, there's a bit of philosophy. Let's go right in the back because we know it's going to be trouble. It's a super speedway. The big one always happens. My philosophy was I was closer to the front at the start of the race. I'm going to stay in the lead now. And I just found myself in the wrong place at the wrong time. When that wreck happened, I happened to be on the outside lane, had nowhere to go.
Absolutely, but in the second pack now, we've got Johnny Antonucci and Joe Morganti leading that pack. And the man that you'd expect to usually be at the front at this part of the race is back there with him. That's Mr. Christopher Bouchard, sitting in P24 right behind Bob Lacavara right now. Not having the best of races here tonight, Byron.
No, Bob, he was having some issues out there on track. I don't know what was happening with it. He had some aero issues. And Christopher, I've been watching him all night. He's just been playing really conservative, but look for him to come forward when we hit about, I say 15 to go.
Well, let's see if he can repeat. It's going to be very hard fetch for him to repeat that move he made at Pocono last week when he went from 9th to 1st in 1 lap.
Yeah, it can be done here at Talladega, but I don't see it happening. When it gets down to the bottom, last few laps, these guys are going to really push the button and go. I'll probably see the caution car cross the finish line before the leader does at the end of the race.
But anyway, back at the front, Adam Jocelyn is back at the point here. Getting round. Oh no!
Oh,
Ronnie Osmer's in trouble. And there goes Mike Whittaker, there goes Devon Doss, there goes Brandon Stokes against John Napier's in it. Oh, John Napier saved it, but no, he got turned by Sean Weaver. Oh.
Sean was trying to hold it as straight as he could, and so was John Napier, and it just didn't work out for him.
Oh, Kyle Gilbert in that as well. Brandon's...
I had the most beautiful view of that. I'm in VR in the helicopter.
Oh, wow. Matt Kleinschmidt just getting away with it, I think, by the looks of things. Yeah, because that second pack, I bet they were glad to be back there now, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. But, like I said, it's dicey no matter where you are, in the front or the back, because when the race started, we had guys that were falling to the back on purpose, and all I did was hear them on Team Chatter talking about how squirrely it was back there. It was more squirrely than the lead pack. And can you believe it, Sam? We at a league race, we fielded 32 trucks on this track, and we went the whole first stage without a caution. I
know. Bob Lacavara getting into it as well. Let's see what happened to him, because he was right behind Johnny Antonucci when it happened. Everybody's scrambling to get around it. Bob Lacavara unfortunately locked him down. Round went the truck. Collected Joe Morganti. Jordan Barry gets him as well. And somebody else got him too. That was Kyle Gilbert. Just giving him another shove for good measure. So Bob Lacavara, the reigning Grand National Series champion, getting shoved around a bit.
Yeah, he's a little punching bag, but Bob's resilient. I've seen him take a wrecked vehicle, pit farm that thing, and when the checkers flew, he was on the lead lap in the top 5.
Absolutely. Bob Lacavara unfortunately having to bring it pit side. He's sitting right in front of your stricken truck there.
Yeah, well, I'll get a hold of you later and tell you what mistake I did that took me out of the race. That was a self-inflicted wound. I forgot to check my fast repair. It got to the pit with engine damage of 30 minutes.
Oh, no.
And I have no way of kicking that fast repair in until that engine's fixed.
So you're going to be running, you're going to be like 30 laps down with a clean engine.
Yeah, oh, I have an engine that just fired.
Oh, you can move?
I am trying.
Anyway.
Nope.
No, it's still dead. Adam Jocelyn, Kevin Paskowicz, Mark Arthur, Tyler Vickery, all staying out there. Tyler Vickery's on the cleanest tyres there. The 24 Axalta machine, former member of Phenomenal Evolution. Independent driver these days, Byron. Seems to be doing okay for himself so far.
Yeah, he's been reaching out to us. He's been talking with us. There's a little bit of a learning curve with him, but he's an anxious young racer. Once we get him under our wing, mentor him a little bit with some patience, you know what? He's going to be one of the ones to watch out for in the next few seasons.
Absolutely, and yeah, definitely one to watch for the future. He just needs to calm down and stop utilising that Alt F4 button, which he's been so used to using lately.
Yeah, like I said, he's young, he's high-strung. He's just like any of us that get into this, Sam. We are competitors. We have egos. We want to be the first to cross that line, and we push it, but it took us a while to learn patience. And it seems like the younger you are, the harder that lesson is. But once he grabs patience, you know, he's got us supporting him. We're not flaming on him. We're not yelling at him. We're supporting him, putting him under our wing, saying, hey, look, watch this, see what happens. And he's starting to pick up on it. And like I said, with the support of that and his positive attitude, he's going to be a racer to watch out for in the next few seasons.
Absolutely. And I think we're going to get an interview in with Mr. Vickery just to see how he's doing here at this point. As he's bringing a pit side, so maybe not. Let's talk to Mr. Wait, let's take a look at the field right now to see if the lights are off on the pace car. If they are, well, they will be. They should be. Looks like Adam Jocelyn's got a bit of damage on the back of his truck, I'm noticing. Yeah,
there's been some beating and banging and some working going on.
The lights stay on the pace car. We are going to grab an interview with somebody. We're going to talk to Mr. Mark Arthur. As he is as Mr. Mark Arthur is going to join us in the booth right now. Mark, have you got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you.
Mark, out there in the third place. Bit contentious the last few laps, but you're up there in the top 5 there. Just give you your thoughts on the race so far.
Yeah, I didn't want to be up here. I asked for an EOL at the beginning of the race, but I guess it's kind of worked out because the people that got EOLs has been in all those cautions. They've been from, I don't know, 15th on back, so I've been kind of lucky to be up here. It's got a little squirrely a couple times. I got hung out to dry twice in that last little stint, but yeah, I got no friends up here because I'm kind of new to the league, so people don't really stick with me, but hopefully I can make some friends in this race and maybe next time. Well,
you've got an old friend leading this piece right now, Mr. Adam Jocelyn, at the front of the field. Unlucky for Kyle Gilbert, he's been in a few wrecks tonight. He's further back down, but yeah, this is a new league for you to get one over on Adam Jocelyn here tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, Adam's one of I thought he would stick with me. He's one of the ones that hung me out on the last one. He got to the front and ducked down, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll start sticking with me on this if we can get a long green flag run here.
Absolutely. Well, Mark, going forward, just give us your thoughts on what you can do for these guys. I mean, you're up there in the top 5. You've got everything to play for at this point. We're just shy of 40 laps to go. Just give us your thoughts going forward.
I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing, just try to keep the nose clean. I mean, I've been giving these guys lots of room. I still got both of my quick repairs, so if something does squirrely happen up front, at least I got those in the bag. So it's just stay clean and try to stay up, you know, top 5 so I can get a little run at the end and try to get up to the lead.
Absolutely. Well, Mark, it looks like the lights are about to go off on the pace car, so I'll wish you luck for the rest of the race, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you in the post-race interviews.
10-4, Sam. Thanks.
So that was Mr. Mark Arthur. Very interesting words from the driver of the 12 there, Byron. Just wanted to stay out of trouble, but the way the cards are falling for him, he's just going to try and get up there if he can.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, circumstances played out, put him right where you wanted to be at the right time. It's kind of funny. At a super speedway, it's a roll of the dice. I say just drive your heart out and try to get to the front, because you start in the back, you're going to have problems. You're in the mid-pack, you're going to have problems. I've seen the leaders have problems when we come up on lap cars. Doesn't matter where you are.
Speaking of problems, he's got a phenomenal evolution duo on his outside. He's got Kevin Pasky starting on the outside because Jocelyn has picked the inside line. And he's also got Nate Siefka there. Siefka's been through the wars, but now he's at the front. He's looking a bit more dangerous up there.
Yeah, he dropped. He was one of the ones that dropped back to the back, you know, on purpose at the beginning stages, and then seeing what was happening there, and has worked his way with strategy right back up. I'm not going to divulge any facts because I don't know who's listening, but there is a team strategy in play.
Absolutely. And one member of the team, well, you're already out, so I can't really say much about you, sorry Byron, but one member of the team who was involved in that last wreck was Mr. Ronnie Osmer. He's all the way back down in P16 right now, well, P15 I think, but
yeah, don't look for him to stay there very much longer, because I'll bet you anything the second that the middle opens up, you're going to see Mr. Osmer take it 3 wide, probably right through the dog leg.
Yeah, and our newest member of the team, Mr. Kyle Gilbert, who's just been recruited by Phenomenal Evolution for Top Fuel Racing. It looks like he's out of this piece. He's still in pit road and he's 3 laps down.
Yeah, that's a sad thing to do, because since he's come on board, you know, and I've seen him in the past 3-4 weeks, I've had a lot of opportunity to race around him. I'll tell you what, that gentleman knows how to make a truck or a car real wide. I can catch him, I just can't get around him.
Absolutely, and speaking of getting around people, we're about to get going again. Pace car has just peeled off, and there goes Adam Jocelyn. Green flag has just come out now, and we're already up to speed. Mark Arthur going to give Jocelyn a push across the line and get in front of Kevin Pasky, but that is going to be dangerous for the guys in front of Pasky, because now he's got some help behind him, just as well as Jocelyn's got help behind him.
Yep, you're going to see these guys, if they're smart, they're going to single out and get as much real estate as they can in pairs or threes, get that draft working. The leaders, the first 5 trucks, the most beautiful thing they could see in their rearview mirror would be side by side behind them.
Yeah, and you're already starting to see it. Kevin Paskowitz choosing that outside line. Mark Arthur wants to go with them, but hasn't got the room there. It's going to be 3 wide for the lead here as they go through turn 4.
Heading for the dog leg, 3 wide. It's not an envious position to be in, especially coming to turn 1. You need to be able to trust that the guy next to you is going to hold the line, and it looks like common sense is prevailing. They're getting it down to double file.
But did you see what Mark Arthur did there? Used the side draft off Adam Jocelyn and Kevin Paskowitz to get in front of Adam Jocelyn. What a move there by the 12, but the real mover right now is Kevin Paskowitz getting pushed to the front there by his teammate Nate Siefka as they make their way down the backstretch. We're coming towards 40 to go here. Tyrone Harris giving Siefka a push as well. Are they both going to drop down now at this point? Answer is...
they're going to...
Yes,
and they're going to have to, because doing that pushing, we found out these things are getting real hot. You can't push them that many laps, and you're going to lose the motor.
So Phenomenal Evolution 1 and 2. Kevin Paskowitz leading this piece now. It looks like Tyrone Harris is going to stay on that high side. He was left out to dry by the 2 and the 7.
Tyrone knows his little trick that we found out with these trucks at this track. The side draft works, and if you can go up the middle on a 3 wide, you're going to catch a side draft from both sides and shoot up there like you had grease on the side of you.
Yeah, Mark Arthur already proved that by getting around Adam Jocelyn like he did using side draft, so it can be done here. And Tyrone Harris is trying, but he's falling backwards now. He's got James McDavid right behind him there, so he might have a bit of help by him and Chad Witt, who's coming up behind the 92 now. And it looks like John Napier.
Look a little further back. Look, he just cracked the top 10.
Chris Bouchard finally making his way for the field, as well as Ronnie Osmer, trying to find a way past Johnny Antonucci, who's made his way up to the top 10 now.
Yeah, I told you, cream's going to rise to the top. Guys are going to start pushing things. Here we go. It looks like they're going to work another 3 wide situation going into turn 1.
Making it 3 wide down. He wants to get as many wins as he can before he heads away to college, right?
Oh, yes, he does. He wants to call himself the moral champion of this league. Poor Devin. Devin is one heck of a driver. I mean, he qualified what? He took the pole here today, didn't he?
No, that was Brandon Stokes, I believe.
He was close up there with it, but he's one heck of a driver. I'm impressed with his performance since he joined the league. I hate seeing him go out like that.
Yeah, so let's take a look at Devin Doss. It's on the outside of John Jenkins. John Jenkins is another driver that's sitting back there, and he's usually quite good up the front. Yeah, Bouchard getting pinched out there. Collects Tyler Vickery. Doss gets a huge hit. And Wayne Carroll Jr. actually avoiding that, so good for him. But only two drivers involved in that. That was Tyler Vickery and Devin Doss. So, and it looks like Devin Doss has put his truck behind the wall.
Yeah, and unfortunately, from what I'm seeing, oh, he did make it through.
Man out on track right now.
Okay, he made it through, but his truck flashed out. It was Dylan Moskowitz.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I had to bring up to the league before we started this race was.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers.
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Wonky! Down to the inside, and Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Down into turn number 1. Another slide job and crossover. The brakes are glowing on that left front as we go 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Making sure they won't pull up. Almost in intersection. Almost pushing each other into the intersection and around. It's going to be fun to keep an eye on some of the B-main bombers in this one. Gotta keep an eye on it all, but this is the battle to watch right here, the battle for 3rd.
You rejoin us live here at Talladega Superspeedway. Mike Whitaker, the man at the point after the pit stops. Nate Siefka moving up to 2nd, and Kevin Pasky in 3rd. But Mike Whitaker, the man at the point here, Byron.
Yeah, he's been strong this whole race. He's been just hugging that bottom line. He's got a fast truck. He knows how to work the draft. He's going to be a tough competitor for the teammates to get around, but you know, with that 35 laps to find out who's going to tame the house that Earnhardt built.
Absolutely. And look back further in your pack. You have got one man that's determined to make his way forward. That's Mr. Ronnie Osmer. Remember on that last run made that huge 3-wide pass just to get around one driver. That was Johnny Antonucci, who's fallen a bit further back. Brandon Stokes is behind the wall, unfortunately. Joe Morganti's behind the wall. Bob Lacavara and yourself, obviously, not running. Robert Dudley behind the wall. Matt Burkott behind the wall. Carl Gilbert is 6 laps down, but is still running.
Yeah, you want to get all you can because points mean everything, especially when we go to figure it for these championships. And this is only week 11 of 16 races before the playoffs start. So we've still got 6 more races to figure out who's going to be in the chase and who's not. And these points all count. Absolutely.
And let's see who can make this restart count as we're waiting for the pace car to make that hard left turn. Looks right slightly. You notice the pace car before he turns off. Looks goes to the right towards the wall and then just peels off slowly into pit road. Very interesting. I've seen some weird things tonight. Jordan Barry crabbing that car back to pit road was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But Mike Whitaker now in control of the field there. Looks like Mark Arthur backing off a bit. But Mike Whitaker just waiting for him to get things going here. And away we go. Green flag is out and we're running once again. Nate Siefka going with him. As they make their way towards turn 1. Can Nate Siefka get around the 707? Looks like Kevin Pasky got a wheel on the apron there. That's going to cost him a bit of time. Or does it? No, he gets sucked up right behind the 707 as they go for turns 1 and 2. James McDavid up to the top 5. What a run he's having tonight, Byron.
Yeah, he's been playing the role of a pinball there earlier in the race, but he's having himself a good run. And I'm watching the front. It looks like, we were going to make it 3 wide there for a minute, but thought better of it.
Yeah, Mark Arthur almost making a 3 wide there, but backed off. He knew it wasn't going to end nicely. We know Mark Arthur from the Major League Esports Catalyst Mint Series, so no stranger to both for broadcasters. We're 3 wide for second place here.
My math is right. That looks almost 4 wide there, Sam.
Almost. Mark Arthur's going to give Mike Whitaker a push there. Gets slides on the track slightly. Almost collects Kevin Pasky, which gets a wheel on the apron.
Look at that. There's talent behind the wheel right there. Holding the line. Look at them. They're not swerving back and forth. They're holding it down.
Yeah, Kevin Pasky pushing his way to the front again with Adam Jocelyn right behind him. Jocelyn been at the front most of the race. He won stage 2, so he knows how to get it done. Question is, can he get it done out of the checkered flag? Another man that's having a good run here tonight is Mr. Chad Witt. He's already up to the top 5 as well.
Yep, I've been watching him through this whole race too, and you know what? It doesn't matter what team you run for. When you get within 10 to go at the end of this thing, you're going to see teams go right out the window. It's every man for himself. And if you can push, push. If you can be pushed, you're being pushed, but it's going.
Absolutely. We're very, very quickly honing in on 30 laps to go here. 32 laps to go, in fact, as we're watching Chad Witt there just in front of Nate Siefka, who's fallen back slightly into P8 from being in second place, but he did go up to that very high line to try and make a pass, but it didn't work out for him. That's why he's back there. Tyrone Harris tried to go with him, and he's fallen back too. John Jenkins.
Well, it's 30 laps to go. You still got tons of time. Go ahead and sit in the back. Go ahead and ride your truck half throttle around this track for the next 20 laps, because guess what? Everyone's at the edge of the fuel window on this, so you're probably solid lifestyle.
Absolutely. And it looks like Kevin Pasky is going to get another run on that outside line.
That outside line works so great in the straightaways, but when you get to the corners, the inside line just comes right back up on you.
We've got a few blinkers out there as well. Don't want to see. That's not what you want to see at this point in the race, especially when we're coming to 30 laps to go. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead here. Jocelyn's sick of waiting.
3 wide going into turn 4. Oh, it's going to be. See, there's net code and you're blinking right there.
And that's not what you want to see when you're in a 3 wide pack like that. Nate Siefka blinking heavily there, but manages to solidify his truck again. James McDavid making a run for the field as well now. Oh, he's leading on Mike Whitaker a lot there as they go towards turn 1.
Well, I guess they figured 8 tires can hold traction better than 4.
Absolutely. Kevin Pasky now falling back to just in front of his teammate Ronnie Osmer. So Pasky dropping to the going to the high line to get some air into his truck. I'm guessing he just wanted to stay out of the way for a second, but look at this angry pack of trucks. Tyrone Harris getting to the back of Nate Siefka, unsettles the truck slightly, but they're keeping it going. They're three lanes high, 3 lanes deep, sorry, as they come out of turn 4.
3 wide, 3 deep. Oh man, top 9 looking like just the Brady Bunch square.
And it looks like James McDavid is going to lead his first lap tonight, or is he? Yes, he is. Give that lap to James McDavid. And he's hugging the bottom line now. Nate Siefka finally going to make that run for the middle there. He's got his usual pushing partner, Mr. Tyrone Harris, right behind him as they go towards the backstretch now. Getting excited at this part of the race as it looks like Jocelyn trying to come down with him, and I've got a screen freeze. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a bit of a screen freeze going on here. We're just going to step away for a quick commercial break, and I'll be right back.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers.
There we go! This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Wonky! Down to the inside, and Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'm never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop. I want to leap over. I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to zero. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the...
We are back live here at Talladega. Sorry about the technical issues again. Yeah. I'm having to make rash adjustments here. We're under caution once again. James McDavid and a few others involved in that. Tyrone Harris is your man out in front right now. with Adam Jocelyn in second. So, interesting developments here, Byron.
Yeah, while we were having our technical difficulties, we had a caution come out for right behind the leaders. Top 5 made it through unscathed. Pretty much everyone behind them had, if they had a fast repair, they just burned it. If they didn't, they're pit farming. But that leaves our top 5 out there on the track right as we speak. Is Tyrone Harris, Adam Jocelyn, Nate Seifker, Michael Whitaker, and Ronnie Osmer, with Christopher Bouchard and Chad Witt right behind him. The usual suspects. The cream rises to the top at the end of the run.
Absolutely, and we did mention Chris Bouchard earlier in this broadcast about how he has been sitting at the back, but now is the time to go, time to move forward.
Well, you know, you have guys like Ronnie Osmer that drive in ARCA. You have guys like Chris Bouchard that works in the K&N West Series. These are guys that are actually on track in the engineering of the car and in the strategy meetings. One is a driver and one is a part-time engineer and tire technician. These guys understand what it takes to go from back to front and when to push the button and when to get there. And they're getting there with fresh equipment.
Absolutely. I'm still having technical issues, so more apologies going out to everybody that's watching. Because my overlay was saying that there was only 7 laps to go, and that's not right at all.
No, we are working lap 76 currently, so that would leave us with 25 to the end.
Yeah.
It was like I was saying, the technical difficulties are coming from the iRacing server farm. You're catching the data stream that's obviously got wrong information.
Yeah, it's still saying 7 laps to go, 6 laps to go. It's all messed up, so don't pay attention to the ticker, ladies and gentlemen. That's all wrong.
You don't want to see the ticker anyway, because this is the last 25 laps of the Super Speedway. It's Talladega, and we've got a ton of cars still have a shot at it. I don't care if you're in 15th position right now. With this many laps to go, you could be the last car in the lead lap. You still got a shot to win this race.
Absolutely. And Tyrone Harris has got the biggest shot of all. And he's been up there most of the night. I mean, a lot of these guys, apart from Chris Bouchard, have been up there most of the night, so they know what to do to defend from the guys behind him. But Chris Bouchard is going to be one hell of a person to defend against.
Yeah, he is, because he keeps his cool at the end. You know, we can run, you watched that, 3 wide, 3 deep just a little while ago without a problem around Talladega. Starts to pick up, you're now just checking those mirrors a little quicker, you're a little more jerky on that steering wheel. So, yeah, it's going to get a lot more intense. The guy who can keep his cool and concentration is going to be the one to push it out to the front and take the checker.
Absolutely. So we are about to go green here again. Again, we'd like to apologise for the technical difficulties here tonight. We are working on trying to fix them, and they will definitely be fixed by the time we go to, by the time I broadcast again on Thursday, which will be with Somo. So look forward to that one when we go to Watkins Glen. But anyway, pace guys just making that hard left turn again. Well, it's not really a hard left turn, it's just drifting off. Tyrone Harris now has control of the field. Ignore.
How long does he sit before he just pulls the trigger, or does he wait for the green lights to flash?
Absolutely. Let's find out as we're green. And away we go. Everybody's getting them going once again.
They're not shuffling back and forth. They're pushing it for all they can get. Get in that line, push that position, get as much real estate as you can now, because it's going to count 22 laps from now.
Absolutely, and Chris Bouchard immediately dropping down to the bottom line. As Tyrone Harris still holds on to the lead, but it's got Nate Seifker right on his fender. Adam Jocelyn's falling back. It looks like Ronnie Osmer is going to push Seifker to the front. And here they come into turn 3. Osmer not been this far up the track for a long, long time. Now he's made it up to the front. Chris Bouchard's going to go to the high line with them too. And
don't look too far behind, but I see the number 7 of Kevin Paskowitz working his way slowly right back to the front, right behind a 3 wide in the dog leg.
Currently sitting P16 right now. Tyler Vickery making it 3 wide in front of him. And it looks like Vickery's starting to run out of that patience that we were talking about earlier, Byron, as he's trying to get his lap back the hard way.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just a maturity issue. He's a great kid. He's got a great character. It's just impatience. You know, he wants what he wants, and he wants it right now. Well, you know, as I get older in life, I find out that just ain't the case anymore, and I learn how to be patient.
Absolutely. He's working on the back of Tanner Costa right now. Costa not really been anywhere in this race since the start. It was actually Tanner Costa that started on the pole, not Brandon Stokes. I do apologise, Tanner, for taking that away from you. But he's sitting in P11 right now, working on the outside of Dylan Moskowitz, right behind John Jenkins. But your man at the front right now is Nate Siefka, with Ronnie Osborne right behind him. They left Bouchard out to dry. I think they might have to regret that one, because Bouchard now has Adam Jocelyn pushing him to the front, but the outside line doesn't seem to be working right now.
No, the outside line will work like a champ on a straightaway. You get into those corners, it fades, and it fades fast. So what you gain on the straightaway, you give up in the corner. It's just a matter of pick your battles and pick it wisely. Here we go. He's taking Bouchard's taking it 3 wide into turn 3.
Yeah, 3 wide. That's not going to work. Nobody's going with him. Bouchard might be in a bit of trouble here, as he's going to get freight train on that high side. Somebody's got to help him out there. And he's trying to find a way back in.
Yeah, he's got to slot back in, but it cost him, what, 8 positions.
Cost him a lot of positions.
But if one person would have gone with him, that would have been it. He would have been up in the front.
So just going to give you a rundown of the retirements here tonight. We have had Joe Morganti, Brandon Stokes, Robert Dudley, Matt Burkhart, John Napier, and Carl Gilbert, Bob Lacavara, and the man that's in the booth with me, Byron Rodney, all putting their trucks behind the wall at this point. Actually, Bob Lacavara is running again, albeit 29 laps down. He's actually stayed in his truck and got all the repairs done.
Yeah, the Pasky's Grand National Champion. He knows that every point counts, because you know what? He didn't get to be Grand Champion by going out there and winning 5 or 6 races. He got to be Grand Champion by getting every point there was possible to get.
Yeah, Nate Siefka trying to make a count there. It looks like his teammate is turned against him, because he's right alongside him on that outside. I think this is good team strategy, actually. You've got one person...
They can control the field.
Yeah. A phenomenal evolution, controlling things at the front here. Got Siefka leading things at the front. It doesn't matter who comes out on top, as long as it's a phenomenal evolution driver. And we've seen from the past, Byron, that Siefka and Osmer, they like to have a bit of a friendly rivalry, inter-team rivalry there.
Oh, they have more than a guaranteed rivalry, but I'll tell you what, they're working together as teammates right now to try and control this field. And if they do control the field, I'll guarantee you, teammates go out the window, and it's every man for himself between those two in the final lap.
It'll be like Hamilton and Rosberg all over again.
Yeah. We get that inside line, catch that side trap.
As Tyrone Harris moves his way to the front now, being pushed by Adam Jocelyn. John Jenkins now moving his way forward as well. He's up into the top 5.
And something's got to be up with Osmer. He's just dropping. It's like he put a parachute out.
Yeah, he went up to that high line. And
or he could be waiting to pick up his teammate, Kevin Paskowitz, because he's just dropped right to him now.
Absolutely. But he's got to get Devin Doss and Kenneth Robbins are right below him, so he's not going to get a chance to drop down as yet. Still not going to have a chance to drop down, because we've got the lap car of Tyler Vickery trying to muscle his way forward.
Yeah, Nate's doing everything he can to hang on to that lead. Tyrone's just working that outside. It's going to be back and forth for a while, and then Christopher keeps trying to take it 3 wide and hoping someone goes with him. We've got great racing going on here, folks. It's going to be a barn burner at the end.
Yeah, and the lap count has finally decided to fix itself. We actually do have 17 laps to go here, so it fixed itself in the end. It's fine now.
Well, like they say, when it comes to computers, get a bigger hammer.
Absolutely. Chad Witt is the man pushing the living daylights out of Nate Siefka. That's helping him tenfold as he's moved his way forward. But look at John Jenkins on the outside. Look at that man in the 25. He'll be looking to move his way forward as I believe that lap went to John Jenkins, and it did. His first lap led here tonight. And it's a push on the outside by Christopher Richard and Devin Doss.
Oh my God, look at that. 3 wide, 3 rows deep. The fourth is fading up, man.
Absolutely. So now John Jenkins is the man of the points, and there goes Tyrone Harris.
There goes.
And this is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's involved in it. Everybody.
Top 2. And I believe one of those top 2 is Christopher Bouchard.
Tyrone Harris, the man that was involved in that initially. Go back and see what happened there.
I believe he had a little bit of help.
I'm starting to think so too. Look at Chad Witt on the infield there. You see him right behind Tyrone Harris. Oh, hit the wrong side of the truck. Went straight to Nate Siefka. And look at the gaggle of trucks that got involved in it there. Oh my goodness me. Everybody involved in that one. Everybody. Apart from the top 2, as you already mentioned. Oh, James McDavid made it through as well.
Yeah, I just know that I saw 2 trucks heading out and everyone else doing their best impression of, how did Aussie Man say it? Flippy, spinny stuff.
I love Aussie Man. He's such a legend.
Yes, he is.
But anyway, we got another caution here. The big one happening tonight.
I'm just working the camera angles around Bouchard's truck right now. He got away clean. So,
luckiest man out on the track right now. James
he's going to be looking for a set of checkers.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good finish.
James McDavid got away with it as well, as he is driving a clean truck right now.
And notice those 2 guys, they stayed out on the track. It doesn't matter if you weren't in that wreck and you came in and got tires. Tires are a non-issue on this thing. I was able to go 80 laps and I only maybe lost 5% of the tire viability. So tires are not an issue. Fuel, these guys might be saving a little bit, but you're not going to see them duck into the pits. They're holding their track position.
And I've just heard someone's engine blow. I'm going to guess it might have been... Where is he? Mr. Robbins. I'm not sure. Yeah, John Jenkins.
Look at Devin Doss is off of the pace on the apron.
I don't think you're live because he's in pit road.
Well, you are correct, sir. It's a different set of controls doing it this way than when we broadcast. And I got the 2 mixed up.
Absolutely. So we're going to go through the list of drivers that have taken fast repairs. Adam Jocelyn taken a fast repair. Kenneth Robbins has taken a fast repair. Jeffrey Meyer has taken a fast repair. Paskowicz, his final fast repair taken for him. Wayne Carroll Jr. fast repair taken. Ronnie Osman fast repair. Same for Nate Siefka, he's taken his 2nd fast repair. Same for Dylan Moskowitz, Mike Whitaker, Matt Kleinschmidt, Tyrone Harris, the man that was involved in the well, who got turned to cause the big one. Devin Doss still in pit road. Chad Witt is back out of pit road after being the person that turned. He didn't do it intentionally, I know that much, Chad Witt. He wouldn't do that intentionally, I know that much.
I don't think anybody on this track right now would have an intentional wreck out there. These guys, I've been racing around with them. I talked to them online, offline. no one's out here to do that intentionally. That's a racing incident.
He caught the wrong side of the truck, and unfortunately, I've done that before, and I've had it happen to me. He just caught the wrong side of the truck, and it just swung it round. And you know, these things happen with these stock cars and these trucks. You catch them the wrong side, especially on a super speedway like Talladega, and it's just going to spin them round. And that's exactly what's happened here tonight.
Yeah, well, you're so aero dependent at a super speedway, and let's face it, we are driving a piece of equipment that has the aerodynamic equivalent of driving your garage door down the freeway at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, so John Jenkins, the man on your screen right now, got some rear end damage from all the bump drafting that's been going on tonight. But he is your leader here at Talladega. He's got Chris Bouchard right behind him. Lonnie Barrington got some considerable damage on that 23. Decided to stay out on that last caution, Byron.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to lead, but he can get behind somebody and push, and then be pushed. He's going for track position. He's hoping the thing, you know, he's going to stay in the mix right to the end, and just hope it stays green all the way to the end.
That's the hope anyway. As just getting word from Mark Arthur, he's behind the wall as it is right now. I raced it unchecked, my quick repair, 31 minutes required repair is so dumb. So the same thing happened to Mark Arthur that happened to you, Byron.
Well, the way the fast repair works for everyone is you have selected option to take your fast repair. That means when you get to the pit, it's like you snap your fingers, you get a brand new vehicle. You get one of those every race. In a super speedway, you get 2 of them. Well, they are automatically checked on for when you come into the pits. After you make a pit stop, when you leave the pits, it's reset back to on. You have to turn it off if you don't want to use it, and if you don't, you lose it. But I changed the settings on mine, folks. I changed mine to where it's automatically always off. I have to check it to be on, and I was a little late with that setting, and it sounds like the same thing with him.
So we're looking for Mark Arthur. His race, just like Byron's race, brought to a premature end due to the fast repair problem.
Yeah, pull the hammer back on the gun, shoot yourself straight in the foot.
The top 5, as we're waiting for the lights to go off of the pace car, look like this. John Jenkins is the man at the point right now. Chris Bouchard is in second, luckiest man out on track. Lonnie Barrington currently sitting third, but watch for him to drop back with that damage on the front of his truck. James McDavid, a fantastic 4th place, and pole sitter Tanner Costa rounds out the top 5. Just want to go through the second half of the top 10 there. Johnny Antonucci in 6th, Adam Jocelyn in 7th. Kevin Pasky, despite being involved in the big one, he's in P7. Wayne Carroll Jr. Is in 8th, sorry. Wayne Carroll Jr. is in 9th, and rounding out the top 10. Actually, everybody behind James McDavid was involved in the big one, so...
And look at the names that are sitting there behind those top 10. Any of them can run up and take the lead on that. You're looking at Ronnie Osmond, Nate Seifert, Dylan Moskowitz, who's been a real strong driver tonight, Michael Whitaker. You know, these guys can come up and take it, even with a little bit of damage on the truck.
Yep, so lights are off on the pace car.
10 laps to settle it at the house that Earnhardt built.
Absolutely. 10 laps is all it needs to bring this race to an end. 5 laps and the caution comes out, the race is over. So they need to race it clean for 10 more circulations, and we will find a winner here tonight. Lonnie Barrington, just want to go back to him. Gonna find it difficult on this restart, Byron, with that damage. But like you said, he's a strong driver. We know what he's like. And he'll be hoping to stay up there. Johnny Antonucci still sitting in the top 10 as well in that 59. He's been through a war tonight. Chris Bouchard, his mother told him he could be anything, so for a second there he decided to be a pace car.
Oh, the games that we play, you know, to have a little fun, because the pace laps, let's face it, folks, on a super speedway, are long. But we are getting ready to come back around when we get that green flag in the air. It's every man for himself. 10 laps to settle it all.
Absolutely. They just come out of turn 4 now. Pace car just slowly making its way to pit road. We're just waiting for John Jenkins to get them going again. Let's see what can happen here. He's in control of the field. We're going to be 10 laps to go here when they go green. And we're just waiting for this for him to drop the hammer, and he does, and away we go. Green flag is out. 10 laps to go here. Chris Bouchard immediately getting around the 25. What is that about?
He just timed that start beautifully. But as we've seen, it's Talladega, it's a super speedway. You may be leading the lap, but by the time you get back around to the other side of this track, you could be 4 or 5 positions down. It's all about how you work the draft and who your dancing partner is.
Absolutely. So Bouchard leading this piece.
If I'm not mistaken, look at the 3 wide coming up the middle.
Yeah, that is Kevin Pasky coming through the middle there. Being pushed by teammate Ronnie Osmer as James McDavid gets into the side of him.
Somehow they managed to hold it together.
No, they didn't.
There it goes.
No, they didn't. Nate Seifka in it again. And this is
Antonucci into the back of it.
Oh, James McDavid. And that lasted a lap.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to see in a super speedway when it comes down to the final laps in the final 10. It doesn't take but a little twitch to cause a big wreck when you're that aero dependent and that close, moving that fast.
Yeah. So let's go back and find out what happened here.
Well, from my vantage point, it looked like Antonucci got into the back seat.
So you see James McDavid there alongside, I think it was the contact between McDavid and Pasky that caused it all to happen. Seifka tried to come on the track. Just got into it. Looks like Tyrone Harris got a piece of it too. Mike Whitaker got some of it. Lonnie Barrington got some of it. Kenneth Robbins is going to get a penalty. He went through pit road to avoid it. And yeah, Kevin Pasky, which is...
I think it's safe to say if you were in P5 or forward, you made it safe. If you were P6 or behind, you caught something in your face.
Well, let's consider this. During that wreck, Kevin Pasky actually got the lead. So Kevin Pasky is leading this piece as we're coming to 8 laps to go.
Okay. Now, what I was talking about, the strategy and the way a super speedway works. When we took that green flag, if I'm not mistaken, let me back this up far enough. Kevin Pasky came from 9th position to take that in 1 lap on that super speedway.
So it's basically equaled Chris Bouchard's record.
Yes, he has. Yeah, give a big assist to Ronnie Osmer for pushing him up there.
Chadwick getting his lucky dog there. So with Chadwick back on the lead lap, that's going to give us 16 trucks on the lead lap at this point. Nate Seifka, unfortunately, looks like his night is done here, Byron.
Oh, that's sad. You know, if it hadn't been for bad luck, Nate wouldn't be having any luck at all. He got taken out the last few races I've raced together with him, and it was right at the ending stages. I mean, it wasn't such a bitter pill for me to swallow with, half the race still yet to go. But when you're taken out with like 4 or 5 laps left in it, and you knew you had a shot at the win, oh, that's tough to swallow.
Well, he kind of he got the monkey off his back last week when he got the win at Pocono. So it's not all too bad for Seifka because he's got a win heading towards the chase. Just his participation is a bit low.
I forgot about that one. My participation, I wasn't at Pocono last week. Had other engagement I had to take care of, but you were right. You won that race.
It's been a long race, but I'm going to bring up your stage winners there from earlier in the race. That is Adam Jocelyn, who won stage 2. Brandon Stokes, who won stage 1. Thing is, though, Adam Jocelyn, yeah, he's still there in P7. Unfortunately for Brandon Stokes, he's out of tonight's event, so he's got the bonus points there. I suppose that's going to be a small bit of satisfaction for Stokes.
Those bonus points, when I figure the points up for the league and I post the results, those bonus points figure big. They move people, not just 1 or 2 spots. We're talking 6 or 7 spots on the championship standings.
Absolutely. So,
but I will give you fair warning here, Sam. My truck is repaired. It will run. I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to go out on the track and be that guy. But if one Mr. Kevin Paskowicz or one Mr. Ronnie Osmer should be taking the checkered flag, look for some fireworks on their victory donut. We'll just put it that way. Our tradition.
Yeah, it became a tradition last night when Ronnie Osmer won the Top Fuel Summer Lights race at Pocono, and yeah, I have
just play the theme music to Jaws.
I have the pictures that prove what happened to Ronnie Osmer, and I'll show them in the post-race show. Because
What I'm alluding to.
As rejoining us in the booth now is Mr. Tony Trapasso.
No, I'm not.
Got a bit of an echo going on there, Tony. Echo.
Hold on.
And you can't blame it on me this time.
So the way things are shaking out right now, it looks like we're going to have 5 to go when we go green. So, as Tony would say, Katie by the door.
You are not wrong.
As Ronnie Osmer is going to be starting directly behind his teammate as they make their final push towards the checkered flag, Byron.
Yeah, this is going to be a barn, Katie bar the door is right. And I believe that once that green flag drops, you got 1 lap to establish your track position, because when the next caution flag or the next flag comes out, will end the race. It will end under caution.
Well, we saw on the last restart that Bouchard is not afraid to start on that high side. Question is, which lane will Paskowicz pick when we go back to green? I'm going to assume he's going to pick the inside line here, as he's going to have his teammate right behind him.
And I'll guarantee you they're going to be talking to each other going 3, 2, 1 to hit the gas simultaneously and get the jump. Yeah,
but we saw last time round Chris Bouchard getting the jump as well, managing to retake the lead on John Jenkins. Well, not retake the lead, but take the lead from John Jenkins. As soon as the green flag dropped and they hit the loud pedal, it was lights out for Jenkins, as Bouchard was actually able to get to the lead and just get away.
Well, knowing all of this, you watch when they form up for this restart 2 by 2. You're going to see them a lot tighter packed than you've seen them on every other restart. They're going to all hit the loud pedal, and I'm going to push you out of my way. I'm pushing you out of my way.
Only 15 trucks. Well, 15. Actually, Kenneth Robbins has been in pit road for over 30 seconds now, so he's getting some damage fixed there. James McDavid. Jordan Barry is 4 laps down. Sean Weaver's 7 laps down. Bob Lacavara is 30 laps down. So we've still got a few trucks running. Just not as many as the 31 that started this race.
No, it's a war of attrition on a super speedway. It's going to happen. It happens in real life NASCAR. It happens on iRacing. It's just a fact of life that we roll the dice and hope we get by.
Absolutely. One driver I do want to mention who's up there in P4 right now, Mr. Wayne Carroll Jr. He's been very quiet in this race tonight. Only mentioned him once or twice. But he's up there. He's in the top 5. Watch for that man. Watch for that man in the 22.
That's your fast mover of the race right there to grid up on position 32 and running P4 right now. He's done a heck of a job.
Absolutely. As the pace car's off, we're going to get him going one more time. Next flag ends the race, and away we go. Bouchard went exactly with him, just like he did on the last restart. But Ronnie Osmer and Kevin Pasquich going to push their way to the front. They're not going to let Bouchard in that easily as they make their way towards turn 1. Kevin Pasquich is your leader at this point.
Don't look for Osmer to take his bumper off of Paskowicz's bumper 1 inch. They're not going to separate and give Bouchard a shot. The only way Bouchard has a shot of getting around him is a strong side draft or finally get some help come up behind him. But Paskowicz and Osmer are not going to make it easy. As Osmer and Bouchard have a little bit of contact.
Yeah, Paskowicz going to the high side. The friend from Bouchard comes back down the track and connects up with his teammate again. Look for John Jenkins as well. He's moved up to P4.
And here comes the rest of the pack forming up. This is going to be a fight to the finish.
Absolutely. Wayne Carroll Jr. has finally got onto the back of Bouchard. They come towards the line. Oh, don't want to get out of shape like that as they go towards the line. Paskowicz nearly got it all wrong as well as Ronnie Osmer. Give that lap to Christopher Bouchard as they go into turn 1. We have 4 laps to go here. Look at this pack of trucks. This is the only pack of trucks left on the lead lap.
And I'm telling you, it's that patience thing. It's out the window. Everyone's excited. The adrenaline's pumping. You're not taking time and thinking about your turn. You're just driving this truck by instinct and feel alone now.
Absolutely. And Ronnie Osmer pushing the living daylight out of the 7 there as they go to turn 3. John Jenkins right there. Dylan Moskowitz right there. Tyrone Harris is there as well. Matt Kleinschmidt, another driver that was sitting back there earlier on in the race. He's up there too, along with Adam Jocelyn. All these trucks, one of these could win it. Bouchard gets it all wrong. Ronnie Osmer puts him in the wall. That's going to be the race. Kevin Paskowicz, unless the wheels fall off it, is going to be your winner here at Talladega Super Speedway.
Oh, what a way to end the race. I just hate to see that happen like that. It looks like Ronnie got a little out of shape. Door checked Bouchard up into the wall, and that was all she wrote.
Is Kevin Paskowicz the winner, though, because he's fallen behind John Jenkins? I believe he's the winner.
Yeah, he will be the winner.
Yeah. My God, what an incident there to bring out the final caution. Kevin Paskowicz is going to claim the win here. With 3 laps to go, we don't want to jinx it at this point because we do have at least 2 more circulations before this thing is done. But as it stands right now, Kevin Paskowicz is going to collect his first ever truck win here at Pasky's.
And congratulations to him, but I will have to say, I'm going to have to, I can already see it right now, I'm going to have to change out of my driver's suit and put on my fireman suit because I got some fire, I'm going to have some fires to put out over the finish of this race.
Absolutely. Go and put on your driving suit and get out there and don't punt him too hard, will you?
Well, from what it looks like from here, and I was just only watching it on the stream, guys, I dare say that the 25 is the cause of that one because he got into the back of Osmer.
Well, let's go back and find out and see exactly what happened there. Yeah, of course. You see John Jenkins there. Going down towards the tri-oval. There was a bit of contact between Osmer and Jenkins. That was enough to send Osmer into Bouchard. The caution just came out as Bouchard was still in second, so Bouchard will actually keep his second place. But Ronnie Osmer not going to be happy with a certain Mr. John Jenkins in that 25 car. Truck, sorry. As you see him there behind Dylan Moskowitz, he's missed out on a top 5 here. So the defending champion, I have a few words to say to Mr. Jenkins before this, after this event is said and done.
I had the advantage of watching the replay from inside anyone's car, and what I thought I saw, I did not see. I can safely tell you that. Fire avoided.
So Jenkins did not get into the back of Osmer.
Oh no, Jenkins got into the back of Osmer. But from my view and my vantage point, as it happened live and on a few replays, it looked like Bouchard and Osmer, they got together, and Osmer was a little upset with being door banged down the track, so he went back up and door banged a little harder. But from the view from inside, you can see that was not the case. He did not turn that steering wheel to the right.
But from one controversy to a famous situation right here. We're going to have the white flag and the yellow flag out at the same time. That means we're going to have 1 lap to go here. And this is going to be the longest victory lap in Kevin Paskowicz's career.
Yeah, I dare say it has to be, and I'm sitting here torn. It's his first truck win in his own league. Should I start the Jaws music playing?
Yes. If you're going to do it, do it now.
Definite maybe. And from the looks of it, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but what I saw in, again, the live replay, Jenkins beat Bouchard to the line.
So is Bouchard refusing to give up the second place, or? Not sure what's going on there then.
Oh, wait a second. Never mind. They go by iRacing at the actual moment of caution. So yeah, Bouchard's got second.
Okay, so Bouchard second, Jenkins in third, Wayne Carroll Jr. going to get a brilliant top 5 here. Dylan Moskowitz in 5th, Ronnie Osmer not happy, he's going to be in 6th place, 7th place Matt Kleinschmidt, 8th winner of stage 2 Adam Jocelyn, 9th Tyrone Harris, and rounding out the top 10 is our pole sitter Hannah Costas. They're making the way down the backstretch. That man, he's got to be smiling from ear to ear right now.
Yeah, Sam, and you know, I'm going to apologize to everyone, but I just can't wait. I have to go down and celebrate with him. So I'll see you back in the booth at another time.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm going to go on a limb and say that when we talked to Dylan Moskowitz earlier, a top 5 is better than he would have hoped to achieve at the finish.
Yeah, he wasn't, when we were speaking to him earlier, he didn't sound that confident. He said he just wanted to stay back there, stay out of trouble. But, yeah, there was no avoiding that big one that happened earlier in the race. But it is what it is, I suppose. But he did get a top 5 in the end. So kudos going out to him. As I don't know if I told you about this feature before, Tony, but I've introduced a new feature called the Beaufort Driver of the Night. I'll fill you in on it later. But I'm very hard pressed to see. I'm going to give the Beaufort Driver of the Night to Kevin Paskowicz. It's not. There's no money involved. It's just an honour that you get at the end of the race. Simple as that. As Kevin Paskowicz is going to get a famous victory here. He crosses the line. And your winner at Talladega, Kevin Paskowicz.
And you really got to feel happy for him, because a guy that has put so much into this league to the point where he's actually put the name of his real life company on the name of the league, and you know, stood behind it, battled to make it what it is today. How many cars took the green, Sam?
31.
So 31 trucks took the green, And that's really saying something for an iRacing league race on a Monday night during the summer.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I really got to give kudos to KP and the entire Pasky's Cardiac Sports series team that he's put together. Congratulations on the win, and everybody giving him congratulatory door bangs right now, because I mean they all know what this means to them.
Yeah, it's a good job there's no incident limit in this, isn't it? Like 1x, 1x,
yeah, that would
1x.
kind of suck.
1x. Yeah, we got disqualified on his slowdown lap. That would have really sucked. As here he comes towards the line, he's got Ronnie Osmond with him, and then there he goes. The burnouts have begun. And quite rightly so, he deserves the plaudits here tonight. Fantastic victory here for Kevin Paskowicz. He's going to stop right in front of the camera to do burnouts. He is, he is. And our winner here at Talladega. We're going to step away for a quick break to recollect ourselves, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Just stay tuned.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers. Oh, there we go! They touch!
This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Frankie! Down to the inside, and Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
are back here live from Talladega. You see the man there doing the burnouts on the wall. That is Mr. Kevin Pasky. He is your winner here tonight here at Talladega. As we are going to go to our interviews here tonight. Tony, you feel up to doing an interview?
Yeah, I got John Jenkins with me right now. John, a little bit of controversy bringing out that last caution that finished the race for us. Talk us through your point of view on that.
I was just riding behind Ronnie, just waiting for that moment to get by, and I was just looking at the replay. It looked like Wayne got into the right rear of Chris, and it shoved him down in the Ronnie, and it got Ronnie out of shape, and I didn't get into Ronnie at all.
Well, fair enough. I know that, the fingers are always going to get pointed when stuff like that happens, but, talk us through how you feel your race went, bringing home the podium finish tonight.
For the most part, I just kind of rode around. I think first stage I was riding around 20th, 22nd, and I was just kind of biding my time. That first stage was a lot of clean racing, a lot of give and take. I was really surprised there. And then the second stage, I just kind of was inching my way forward, wasn't going too much, and then that big caution come out, and I don't know if I was real close to missing it. I moved down and still got clipped. And then at the end, I found we almost went 4 wide. We went 4 wide down the backstretch. Chris was pushing me, and then we got to the end of the tri-oval, and I think we almost went 4 wide again, and it got them guys a little out of shape. And I held on to it, and then at the end there, that was just a bad deal. I don't think I got into anybody, but I mean, it was a good race overall.
Well, fair enough. I mean, it's a shame to see a race end like that, but you got to be happy with bringing home the finish, especially at a wild card track like Talladega usually is.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love running Talladega. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you get caught up in a wreck, and it's one of those things that just happens.
All right, John. Anybody else you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank my girlfriend for letting me do this. She's about 18 weeks pregnant, and we're having a little girl due January 1st. So I want to thank her. She's probably waiting on me to get off of here, but I also want to thank my buddy Michael Warren. He put this paint scheme together a few weeks ago. Mark of Valor. They're really good people. I have to check them out. So apparel. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for the broadcast. You guys did an awesome job.
All right, John. Congratulations on the podium, sir.
Yep, thank you.
Well, that was our third place finisher, Mr. John Jenkins. And coming up to the booth now is Mr. Chris Bouchard. And he's with me right now. Chris, very contentious near the end there. A bit of contact with Ronnie Osmer. Just talk us through that. And how do you feel after all that?
Yeah, I was just trying to pinch him down as much as I could. Him being teammates with the 7, I knew that all he was going to do is push. So I was hoping that I could pin him down and make him not to where they're touching each other and pushing so I can get up ahead. But sadly, I made contact with him twice, actually. So I lifted on the backstretch for when I rolled him on the backstretch because I didn't want to pass him like that. So.
Right, and what with that contact that happened on before the caution came out, just talk us through what happened there. Did you get a touch from behind, or was it just a case of Ronnie getting loose and coming up and hitting you there?
I looked at the replay, and it seems like I came down and the 22 and Ronnie were coming up, and it kind of felt like I got hit by the 22 and the 55, but it's so hard to tell because it was just such a light contact.
And it all ended the way it did. But Chris, a very quiet race for you tonight. You were sitting at the back for most of it. I'm guessing that was the strategy here tonight at Talladega, was just sit at the back and slowly work your way forward. I'm guessing that was the case for you tonight.
Yeah, I was anticipating a lot more carnage early on than what actually happened. When the first stage went green the entire way, I was thinking the second stage is going to be the big wreck, and I think it happened at some point during that stage. And then once I got to the third stage, I figured this is the time to go. And me and Jenkins, we started working the high lane, and somehow we made the high lane work pretty wide on the top, and we saw the carnage right behind us.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the second place. I know it's not the finish you wanted. It was very contentious near the end there, but you definitely got the result you wanted here. Well, definitely got a second place here tonight, and definitely big congratulations for you for that one. Going ahead to next week, we take a week off, but we're having a special race at Eldora in the trucks. Just give us your thoughts on that, and you're looking forward to that one?
When I saw that on the schedule, that's the one race I've been looking forward to the most. All-star race, no points on the line, just going for a prize. If they haven't found a sponsor for it, I'll sponsor something for the grand prize for the winner. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see what the format's going to be, and hopefully it's something interesting with the heat races and LCQs. Not a big field, like a small field with a lot of the main guys that run up front, all the winners, and just a short race, not long.
Absolutely. Well, again, one more time, congratulations on the second place here tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for that result?
Lucas Oil, Swartz Diesel, all the main guys that have been with me since the start on iRacing. I gotta thank you, Sam, Tony, Kevin, all you guys do for this league and everything. It's a blast to run in here. It's hard. It's hard to run here. Second places, top fives are hard to come by, and yeah, just gotta appreciate the fun group of guys we get to race with.
Hey, Chris. Well, one more time, congratulations, and yeah, we'll see you next week for the fun race at Eldora.
All right, thank you.
As that was our second place finisher, Mr. Christopher Bouchard, and joining us in the booth now is the man of the moment, getting his first ever win in the stock car, in the Pasky's Cardiac Stock Car Series in the trucks. Mr. Kevin Paskowicz, KP. No words. What a win here tonight.
Oh man, I'm really happy. First and foremost, I gotta say I'm really sorry to James McDavid. I know we made a little bit of contact there. I don't know if it was my fault or if we were just going for the same piece of real estate or what. But I really do want to apologize to him and everyone else that got caught up in that. But other than that, you know, we had a good car tonight. I don't know, had a good truck. I think the lowest I was before that first wreck was like 7th. So I'm stoked.
Absolutely. You were running up the front near, well, most of the race actually. Led 20 laps in total here tonight of the 100 that took place. Definitely involved in the big one. Just talk us through that one, because that must have been scary.
Yeah, it was a little bit. The worst one for me was, you know, it all happened in front of me, and I saw a lane opening. I was like, I'm gonna make it, and no, I got clipped. So that was, you know, it kind of, excuse me, you know, it wasn't the best feeling. But luckily we saved that fast repair that we knew we were gonna need, because it's Talladega. So, you know, I had one left. I had kept it clean up to that point really in the race, and came down pit road, got it fixed, and then I think we passed 9 cars in one lap on that restart to take the lead.
Yeah, you did. You passed nine trucks in one lap. You equaled Chris Bichard's record from last week at Pocono, passing 9 cars in one lap. But I think it was a bit more special for you because there's a big difference between Pocono and Talladega, and you managed to pass 9 trucks in one lap at Talladega. Just that must have felt special.
Well, I'm going to say, I mean, Chris is a hell of a driver, so because he's, a couple steps above the rest of us, and I'll admit that, him passing 9 cars at Pocono probably is a little bit easier than trying to pass 9 cars at Talladega, where we're all on equal footing. But at the same time, we're also all on equal footing, so it could have been him, it could have been anyone else, I think. We just, I had my teammate locked onto my bumper and pushing me so hard, I'm surprised my rear axle isn't on the hood of the car. So, and that's more or less how we did it. I think he locked bumper and didn't let go until we'd passed Chris for the lead.
Well, congratulations, KP. A well-deserved win here tonight. Got a lot of help from your teammates, obviously from Ronnie and from Nate as well. Nate, unfortunately, dropping out of the race earlier on due to being caught in too many wrecks here tonight. But you also got the BOFA driver of the night here tonight, KP. So something else to feel good about, right?
Yes. I love that you guys do this award. I think it's great in the series you broadcast. And I'm glad to finally win one when it's not a heartache. So, but
KP, I think I can speak for the whole league when I say that there's probably not a more deserving driver with all the work that you put in behind the scenes to make this league happen and all of the struggles that you've had this season to make sure that this season did take place the way that it should have. Definitely on behalf of the entire league and on behalf of both broadcasting, again, not a more deserving driver you'd be hard pressed to find for the win tonight.
Well, thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. It's a labor of love. We've got myself, we've got John, we've got Byron, who all 3 of us are, sink so much into this, and I'm absolutely happy that they're the partners in crime on this little project, and trying to do what we can. And it's a great group of guys too. I mean, unabashedly, this is for the most part one of the best group of drivers I've ever run with. We're very considerate of one another. Very, they know when to be aggressive and know when not to be for the most part. I mean, we ran almost the first half of the race caution free, more or less. So that says quite a bit when it's iRacing trucks in Talladega. To run that much of the race more or less caution free is impressive. And it's because guys were giving each other a little bit of room. They were going when they had to, and they were, lifting when they had to. And so, that's why I think it's worth it, is because we have an amazing group of drivers, every single one of them who joins us every week, and we like racing with them. I mean, if I didn't like racing with all the guys in this league, I wouldn't do it. So,
and that's a testament to going out to the drivers that come into the league as well. We do have a bit of a partnership going with 2 other leagues. That would be Top Fuel Racing and Major League Esports as well. Who and we do like have a bit of a driver exchange week in, week out. Some of the drivers from Pasky's go over to Major League or Top Fuel, and so on and so forth. It's vice versa. So it's good to keep leagues like that, Top Fuel Racing, Pasky's, and Major League Esports going strong when you got things like that going. So it's a great little thing going on we got here, so we can keep the fields full every week here.
Yeah, definitely. We absolutely love Scott and his guys, and Tex and all his guys. They're amazing to race with. And I think we might have, I don't know if it's official yet, but we might have a Challenge Cup coming for the drivers of the 3 leagues. So that's going to be really, really exciting. And we just appreciate that they come out and race with us. They take their Monday nights and they come on out and race with us. And a lot of our guys, take their Wednesdays and race with Scott. And a lot of our guys take their Saturdays and race with Tex. So we really appreciate working with all of them. We really appreciate them as well.
Absolutely. Well, KP, a popular win here tonight for yourself in the number 7 Chevy. Looking ahead to next week, we've got a bit of a special race going on. Just to, talk us through that.
Yeah, so it's our All-Star, which we're finalizing the format now. But it is going to be, I can tell you guys, it's going to be heat racing. I believe it's going to be a 20-truck final. And I think it's 50 laps, 50 or 75 laps. I'll have to look. But it's going to be at Eldora. We're going to do it on the dirt.
I wonder if we can convince Tony to put his wheel back on his desk again so we can race it.
You know, I think there is a broadcaster's provisional.
Yeah. I think Tony's deliberately staying quiet for that one. But yeah, it's
somebody's gonna have to really get me liquored up to want to run a truck at Eldora.
Yeah, but it's dirt racing.
What's your address? I've got a bottle of moderately decent vodka that's been sitting in my cupboard for, I don't know, like 6 months.
Yeah, fermented.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I was talking with another group of drivers earlier tonight, and there might be a surprise or two showing up next week for the event.
Ooh.
Well, that could be fun. I'm excited for that.
But anyway, KP, words escape me for what we've seen tonight. Yeah, we've had our technical issues tonight in the broadcast booth. A combination of iRacing, ATVO, and Trading Paints being absolutely abysmal tonight, but we got through it eventually. But the last thing I got to ask you, KP, who do you want to thank for tonight's win? Because I know you got a lot of people to give a shout out
to. Obviously, you know, I'm gonna try and start at the bottom and work my way up. Obviously, I need to thank all of the drivers in our league who come out and do this. I think I've already thanked them like 5 times, but I need to thank them again. Byron and John for, you know, doing everything that they do and dealing with my insanity at times. Of course, you guys for broadcasting, because, you know, it's fun. It's kind of what makes it. It gives it that little cherry on top, fun race. And then, of course, my teammates. I've got an awesome set of teammates. I mean, tonight, you know, I had Ronnie pushing me, and when Tyler went out, he was spotting for me, and you know, we just really worked together across the board. You know, whether it's, you know, an endurance race or a truck race or an Indy race or whatever, I just feel like we have a group of guys who work really well together. I'm really proud of all of them. And then, you know, of course, PH Aware, the mighty Actilian Pharmaceuticals, all of those guys who, you know, help us with our awareness efforts and are so cool in supporting what we do here and, you know, take it to heart, I think, at times as much as we do to say, wow, you know, okay, this is pretty cool. So I'm really excited to finally get them a win, actually. This season, I feel like I could have won 2 or 3 races by now, and I've always been caught out unlucky there right at the end. So we're really happy to get them a win, and I think that's it. I think my lovely wife, Karen, of course.
Oh, don't forget Karen, God.
Yeah, I can't forget Karen. Just so many people who, you know, puts up with me and tolerates this hobby.
Yeah, and tolerate they do. But that's 3 drivers for Phenomenal Evolution that have won this season now. Obviously, Ronnie Osmer winning 2 on the season, and then Nate Siefka winning last week. So that's 2 wins in a row for Phenomenal Evolution drivers. I think the team is on a bit of a roll right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I really think it is. I mean, Nate coming in, you know, as a replacement has been amazing. He's an incredibly talented driver. Of course, we all know what Ronnie's capable of, you know, as our defending champion. So it's just amazing. We race each other. I think it's funny because I was talking to one of the other drivers who was talking about teams, and I said, you know, we work together sometimes, but more often than not, we're beating the crap out of each other harder than we do other drivers. So
well, it's like a band
good
of
group
brothers.
to drive right.
the whole team's like a band of brothers where, you know, I can beat the hell out of my brother, but, you know, God have mercy on the soul of anybody else that tries to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, KP, congratulations. That is going to do it here tonight. We're just going to go through the results very quickly before we get the hell out of here. Let's go through them right now. As coming home with the win is the man that's with us right now. He is Mr. Kevin Paskowicz. A very popular win here tonight as my mouse decides to go. Well, anyway, you're not the only ones with having mouse problems at the moment, Tony. Anyway, Kevin Paskowicz getting the win here tonight. Chris Bouchard getting a second despite the incident that took place. He still keeps on hold of the second place. John Jenkins in third. Wayne Carroll Jr. from 32nd to 4th. What a great run he had. He is the biggest mover of the night. Dylan Moskowitz rounds out the top 5. 6th was Ronnie Osmer. Not very happy tonight. So after that last incident, but he's there in the top 10 still. Matt Kleinschmidt, another quiet driver. He's in 7th. 8th is Adam Jocelyn. 9th, Tyrone Harris. And the pole sitter, Tanner Costa, rounds out the top 10s. Yeah, okay. In 11th, we got Chad Witt. 12th is Lonnie Barrington. 13th, Kenneth Robbins. 14th was Mike Whitaker. Led a few laps earlier in the race, but unfortunately not able to bring it home for the win. He was the last driver on the lead lap. James McDavid was 15th. Jordan Barry 16th. He gets the funniest moment of the night by crabbing it back to pit road like he did. I think Tony had a few laughs about that as well.
I have never seen a vehicle that sideways make it back to pit road.
No. It was funny. So Jordan Barry getting the funniest moment of the night with that crabbing situation. Sean Weaver getting 17th place. Johnny Antonucci 18th. Nate Siefka, winner from last week. He finishes a lowly 19th after being involved in so many incidents tonight. It's unreal. And Jeffrey Meyer rounds out the top 20. It won't show up on the screen, but I'll go through them anyway. Devin Doss comes home 21st. 22nd, Tyler Vickery. 23rd, Mark Arthur. Technical issues prevented him from continuing. Apparently, iRacing unchecked his fast repair, and he was stuck in pit road for over 40 minutes. 24th was Bob Lacavaro. 25th, Carl Gilbert. 26th, Byron Rodney, after suffering the same technical issue that Mark Arthur did. 27th was John Napier. 28th, Matt Burkhart. 27th was John Napier. 28th was Matt Burkhart. 29th was Robert Dudley. 30th was Brandon Stokes. And 31st and last was Joe Morganti. Well, that is going to do it here tonight for both for broadcasting and the Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series. Great race here tonight. A great event here tonight. 9 cautions in total, which is not a bad number for the track we were at tonight, but still got there in the end, and it was a great victory for one man. That was Mr. Kevin Paskowicz. Well-deserved victory. Let's go through our schedule for the coming week. Tomorrow night we are taking the night off, so you won't expect to see us there anywhere tomorrow night, so that'll be good for the dislikers. But anyway, Wednesday night we're back with Top Fuel Racing as we go to Kansas in the brand new IR18 machine. That'll be brought to you by Mr. Tony Trapasso, live from the D-Shaped Demon. Thursday we will bring you the Somo Cup Series, the Portside Jaguar and Latin Drover Cup Series, as they go to Tony's favourite track, Watkins Glen. So that's going to be one to look out for. As Friday we're taking the night off again, as yeah, we need a rest anyway. And Saturday we'll be back with Major League Esports as they go to Watkins Glen also, and that should be interesting to see with the K&N cars going around there. And then finally Sunday we're back with the Summer Light Series, as I have no recollection of where they're going next. I believe it's Phoenix.
Any place but Pocono.
Yeah. So Sunday they go to Phoenix, and that'll do it for the week. But for now, all that's left for me to say is keep it clean, keep it green, and we will see you next week live from Eldora. in the trucks.